Chosen tonight at 5.
Marilyn Monroe will reveal all of her secrets in Blonde. CBS Sunday, May 13th.
Simon, I need to see you. Please don't say no. I have some things we need to clear up.
Where?
Somewhere we won't run into 100 people. The old mill? Half an hour?
I take it we won't be meeting there this time to run away together. Sure, I'll see you soon.
Luke's playing school with Faith. He sings the ABCs and she tosses all her crayons up in the air. Class clown just like her Aunt Rose. You got in touch with Simon. He's willing. And you're wondering you still got the nerve to go through with this? Come on, Lily, you survived being kidnapped, stuck on that island, and used for target practice all in 1 year. If you can do that, you can do this. You find Frazier, you stick it to him, you get the truth. I will. Thanks for watching the kids. What are you talking about? It's my favorite thing in the world. Now get out of here before you lose your nerve. Let's go. If Holden comes back before I do, could you just tell him that I went to run an errand? It's not a lie. I just don't want to worry him needlessly, and I don't want to hurt him more than I already have. Please. Ma, you always taught me to keep my big boca shut. I need your help today.
Okay, don't answer me. I know it was Lily. I warned you, Simon. She found out about your exotic past, and now she can't get you out of her mind.
I'll see you later.
Don't go, please. This isn't about me, it's about you. Lily Snyder will just break your heart all over again. Ever since she's been out of your life, you've been happy. You've been smiling, and I don't want you to lose that.
You know what I have to say to that? What I always say. Do not follow me, or I'll swear you'll regret it.
If Lily thinks she can just grab him back now, she's got a big surprise coming.
Coffee for lunch? Boy, you do need a good wife.
Yeah, that's great. You know where I can find one?
As a matter of fact, I do. Which is why I was late. I was at the caterer, stuck tasting tasty treats for our reception.
Well, I passed the time by being ingenious. As a matter of fact, I found a clue in the case of the missing butler.
Let me see. Oh.
Oh.
Are you playing hard to get?
Absolutely.
All right, fine.
Fine.
Fine. I'm just gonna have to haul out the big guns.
Haul them out.
All right. So what's the clue, Sherlock?
I think you're gonna have to get closer. Okay. This is Matthew's credit card statement. Seems that last night that he disappeared, he ran up quite a bar tab at the Lakeview Lounge.
Jake, this is the beginning of the trail.
We're not trying to figure out who stuck the butter knife in Lord McMuffin. This is for real, okay?
I know. I do take this seriously. Matthew was with Lucinda for a long time.
And they became friends. One of the few she's got, which is why I want to find him. How about you?
It's a mystery. Like Vicky was a mystery, and we solved that together. You need me.
And I thought a leopard didn't change his spots.
Oh, spots, hair, even my heart rate should the need arise. Would you like a drink?
All I want from you is an update.
Okay, well, let's see. Since we last spoke, I managed to get Ruby room and board at the Walsh Mansion.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you. When she's not busy worming her way into Lucinda's confidence, she's busy cataloguing all the fine goods we'll be able to fence in the very near future.
I'm not doing this for small appliances.
Yes, well, you know, It's something for me. Quid quo pro.
Before we talk about what I get, let's discuss how useful you and Ruby can be. Otherwise, I will have to inform the police that news of your death has been greatly exaggerated.
Well, I'd have to say that Ruby and I have been very useful up till this point. We've made sweeping changes at the Walsh Mansion. Look, far be it from me to tell you about your business, Mr. Montgomery, but I just can't see the logic of my labors if hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fine goods are just going to be left there when we leave.
It's because you think small, Gabriel. My agenda for Lucinda is large.
May I ask what that is?
Suffice it to say that I need somebody on the inside, because from time to time I will require information. And when I do, you and Ruby will get it immediately.
Get this straight. You say jump, and Ruby and I bounce around like a couple of kangaroos. That's the way things are.
Yes.
I really would like to say at this point that I think you're wasting a very valuable resource. Me. Yes. Well, look, at the smooth way, I changed the personnel at the Walsh Mansion. The sharp-eyed butler is gone to be replaced with my even sharper-eyed offspring.
What did you do with Matthew?
You don't need to know that. Suffice to say, I pulled it off with considerable aplomb. No one will ever find it. Don't worry.
Have you seen this man?
Yeah, sure, that's what's his name? Matthew something. He's kind of a regular here. He works for Miss Walsh. He's like a chauffeur or cook, right?
Butler.
Whatever. Look, he was here like a week or so ago, but...
Right, April 24th, that's the last night anyone saw him.
Did you notice anything unusual about him? Any information will be much appreciated.
All right, well, let me see. You know what, actually, yeah, there was one thing that was definitely different. My man came in looking pretty sharp.
He wears a coat and tie every time I've seen him.
Look, this was definitely something special, all right? I haven't kidded him about it, and he usually doesn't mind a little ribbing, but that night, not even a smile.
Okay, aside from the fashion review, anything else?
Yeah. He usually sits at the bar and shoots the breeze, but that night he sat at a table alone.
Alone? All right, did he eat anything unusual, drink anything? Was he looking at his watch like he was waiting?
He ordered a couple of pints of Guinness, all right, and that was it. You know, except, wait a minute.
What? Yes.
I remember thinking he seemed pretty preoccupied. Maybe worried about something.
Now we're getting somewhere.
If you have astigmatism, you may think you're restricted to wearing glasses. Introducing Acuvue toric contact lenses for astigmatism. Acuvue is scientifically balanced, fitting the unique shape of your eye. Acuvue, advancing the science of sight.
Don't miss the Jcpenney Mother's Day sale with so many ways to appreciate Mom, like fashions from Alfred Dunner, Sag Harbor, and Worthington collections. And now save 20 to 60% off fine jewelry. There's sleepwear, handbags, and summer tops and shorts. Plus, get our chocolate for a Mother's Heart gift set free with $50 purchase. So finding the perfect gift is easy, though there may be other challenges. It's all inside. Time to celebrate Mom. Jcpenney.
Push it down, knock it up, never ever been a drop. Coffee mate, so rich, tastes so rich and creamy, wow. Hazelnut, ooh, French vanilla now. Coffee mate, love it up.
Coffee mate from Nestle.
For people who are demanding.
Extremely.
The Schick Extreme 3. Triple blade performance. Pivoting head. Perfect grip. And best of all, after a whole bunch of great shaves, you just toss it and serve up a new one, which is rather convenient.
Extremely.
Chic Extreme 3.
Chic. Shave something.
Now on video and Disney DVD, get into the groove with one of the grooviest animated trips since Aladdin.
I'm so proud of you guys.
It's funny family entertainment.
Dad, I ate a bug today.
Oh, was Mom baking again?
I heard that. Why, I don't know what to say.
What's his name? The Emperor's New Groove. Own it on video and Disney DVD.
Toodles. Taking fiber? Now Citrusel fiber comes in caplets. No more gloppy glass of Metamucil that can cause excess gas. Citrusel's fiber is different. No excess gas. New Citrusel caplets. Don't just have a regular day. Have a great day.
Introducing the new Summer's Eve Sensitive Skin Line. Designed for women who want that extra gentle touch. Feel fresh, feel comfortable, and flaunt your best feature, confidence.
The biggest night of television is coming. Don't miss the Survivor finale, CBS tonight. Dr. Sloan thinks he just witnessed a murder.
I saw a foot sticking out of there.
And no one believes him, except the killer. Deadly Mirage, a diagnosis murder movie, CBS Friday.
Why do people go to cocktail lounges?
To drink cocktails.
Right, but if you're just gonna sip on a few Guinnesses, why not Yo's or Mulligan's Pub? Because this place is fancy. You know what I'm thinking?
You tell me.
There was a woman. Yes, Matthew came here on the night of April 24th to meet a woman. What is that?
That's the sound of you leaping.
No, the bartender said that he was all gussied up. Right? Right? Didn't you say that Matthew was dressed up more than usual?
Yeah. Actually, and he had one of those things on his
What, a noose?
An ascot. And you do not wear an ascot for some beers with the boys.
Molly, maybe butlers do.
Couldn't there have been a woman in the picture somewhere, Jake? Shouldn't we at least check it out?
Do you know, if you didn't look so smoking, I'd have come up with that myself.
Yeah, says you.
Mm-hmm. Watch me be brilliant. Listen, can I ask you a question? The night that Matthew disappeared, did he meet anyone?
Look, he was one of over 30 people here that night, all right?
Okay, but wait. You got a bar tab from that night?
Yeah, we keep them filed in the office.
Why do we want to see a bar
So we
tab?
can find out if you met somebody.
Oh, no. Look, buddy, I got stuff to do. I'm sorry. I can't look for that right now. All right, I'm sorry.
Wait. You've been a big help, and that's why you put me in a dilemma, because I would feel terrible about having to get a search warrant, you know, because, well, me and the DA were like this. She's a very good friend of mine, and I could do that if I want. You know, have you ever seen a place that's been tossed by cops? I mean, they throw furniture all over. They tear the office up.
Look, buddy. All right, I get where you're going, okay? You know what? I'll be right back with your stuff.
That was amazing, especially the part about the search warrant without a turn on. Could you really do that?
Are you kidding me?
It wasn't true.
Not a word.
Stealing silver buys you groceries. Stealing stock buys you lifestyle. And that's what I'm going after. Lucinda's stake in Worldwide.
Yes, it's a much more attractive prize, granted, but, just a lot easier to back the old van up to the front door and load it up. No, wouldn't. How on earth are you going to manage it?
First, I'm going to challenge her corporate authority.
From what I read, Lucinda's stockholders are more than happy with their dividend checks.
Of course they are. She's smart and tough, but she can be weakened. Anyone can. And then once I've thoroughly compromised her, those stockholders won't be so happy.
Compromised? As in compromised permanently?
I'm not a killer. There are better ways. I've outmaneuvered her before. I will outmaneuver her again. I'm going to launch a campaign that will make Worldwide ripe for takeover.
And then you gallop up, corporate raider, on a white charger, so to speak.
So to speak. By the time I finish building a profile for Lucinda, every business page and every paper will be wondering, what happened to the old battle axe?
Very good. Very good. It's the exact opposite of the con we pulled on your bride. I'm sorry to bring up a sore topic, but we took something worthless and made it appear valuable, whereas you're going to take something valuable and make it appear worthless. Not very easy, I wouldn't have thought. From what I gather, she's a very tough opponent.
Yeah. We need something. Something like the break I had when she had a stroke, but I can't count on health crises. Anyway, she's appeared to have recovered.
Yes, well, there are ways around that, aren't there? If it's diminished capacity you want, I can provide it. In spades.
Lily?
No. Little me.
Rose.
Hey.
Hey. What are you doing here?
I came by to talk to Lily about the party that Lucinda and I are throwing.
Oh. Where is Lily?
Lily is running an errand, and I offered to watch the kids. I forgot how messy they can be sometimes.
I had my cell phone on. Wonder why she didn't call.
She didn't want you to know.
Know what?
I was driving her nuts with all the details about the party. Manicotti, buffet, guest list. I want everything to be right. And I'm trying to make nice here, Holden. I am.
Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Will they say when she'd be back?
Yeah. But you're here now. So I can go. Tell Lily I said goodbye, all right?
Hold on. I'm not done with you yet.
You're not?
I want to thank you.
Thank me? For watching the kids? I love that. I'm gonna go.
No, wait. Could you just, stop talking for 2 minutes here? You got a mouth that just never stops.
I know that, but sometimes I get myself a little...
Just listen, okay? You got me through a pretty bad time. And here you are, throwing Lily and me a party, taking care of the kids. Can't be easy. I just want you to know that I think you are an incredible person. And I'm really glad that you're a part of this family.
Oh. Don't canonize me yet, Holden. Let's not forget the Endicotts, and then when I dressed up like Lily at that Halloween party.
You already made up for that.
Yeah?
Long time ago.
Really? Have I? I'm trying to be a better person. I really am. But sometimes I see an opening, and I know I shouldn't take that opportunity, but I can't say no. I know I shouldn't do that. I might hurt somebody. I might make somebody look bad, and I might look good, but I can't help it. I want you to be happy, Holden. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I do, but I have no idea what you're talking about in this very moment.
I know, I don't either. It's just when I'm this close to you, when you were here together alone, I can't think straight. And I shouldn't be saying things like that. I know, but sometimes the past just won't stay in the past, and I'm not the only person with that problem.
What does that mean?
I'm talking about your wife. Thanks for coming.
It's all so important.
The truth? I have to understand what really happened between us.
Let it go. You made a mistake. Chalk it up to experience.
What would I have chalked it up to if I'd left my husband and my children? I almost abandoned them, and I have to understand why.
I don't know, boredom?
No, because you played games, Simon. Suddenly my husband, the most important person in the world to me, wasn't enough. So I have to understand why you did it, how you did it, and where the truth ended and the lies began.
A long time ago, all right? The truth never helped me much, so I started experimenting with other strategies. You know what I like the most about lies, Lily? You can take them everywhere. And I brought mine right here to sunny Oakdale.
I don't understand.
Oh, you don't understand. The beloved letters. The historic letters that brought us together.
But they weren't forgeries because I had an antique dealer check them out.
The only thing that he could tell you was that they were old. He couldn't tell you that I'd bought them and read them over and over until I could recite them in my sleep.
What about your stories? The grandfather who meant so much to you, the diamond that was supposed to save your family home, was that all a lie, too?
No, the diamond was real. But everything else, yeah. Yeah, it was made up or borrowed for your benefit.
You knew about me before we met?
I found out about the diamond in Australia, researched it, and came up with the Carpenter family name. From there, I managed to dig up that old picture and eventually made the connection to you.
Why? Why did you do it, Simon?
It's what I am, Lily. I'm a liar. It's my job. It's all I've ever been. I haven't done an honest day's work in my life until I worked in that damn garage. And I was happy, marrying for money, living easy. All I wanted out of my trip to Oakdale was that big fat hunk of carbon.
So that was it? Just get the diamond and get out of town. Just don't matter. It doesn't matter who you step on, who you destroy, the families that you hurt. You held me while I wept about what I was doing to my children. No, Simon, only a coward walks out now. You lied about everything? Everything. Does everything include loving me?
It hit me when my wife got pregnant. Just knowing that my son was on the way inspired me to lose weight and get healthy. I tried all these different things and nothing was working. I thought I was doomed. Then I saw a Slim Fast commercial and I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. I lost over 50 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. I found a whole new reason for living. I'm real high energy now. I drink Slim Fast every day. The shakes really satisfy me. There's about a gazillion vitamins and minerals and healthy stuff. It's just great. It's a wonderful thing.
Slim Fast every day. Get healthy.
You really can do it.
If you have arthritis pain, there's reason to celebrate. It's Celebrex.
Celebrate, celebrate, come on and celebrate.
Powerful 24-hour relief from osteoarthritis pain and stiffness. Celebrex, the first arthritis medicine that targets only the COX-2 enzyme.
Celebrate, celebrate, come on and celebrate.
Celebrex should not be taken if you've had aspirin-sensitive asthma or allergic reactions due to aspirin or other arthritis medicines, or certain drugs called sulfonamides. In rare cases, serious stomach problems such as bleeding can occur without warning. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems.
Celebrate, celebrate, come on and celebrate.
Ask your doctor about Celebrex. Celebrex, the #1 selling brand of prescription arthritis medicine.
Celebrate, celebrate, come on and celebrate.
At Geico, we're always looking for faster ways to process your car insurance claims. One idea, airlifting claims adjusters right to the site of the accident. We're over the target. I don't see the car. It's that little black dot. They're all little black dots. And look. Oh, your laptop.
Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Time to relax. What a time for bad heartburn. Try Extra Strength Mylanta. It works on tough nighttime heartburn fast. So go ahead, relax, if you can. Extra Strength Mylanta.
Live the flavor. Jolly Rancher Watermelon.
Abigail Williams, for $10,000. What was the conspiracy to depose George Washington as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army? Was it A, the Continental Overthrow, B, the Loyalist Revenge, C, the Conway Cabal, or D, the Boston Tea Party?
D is very lame, Regis. So it's C, Conway Cabal, and yes, that's my final answer.
What year?
1777.
Who defused the Cabal?
Lafayette at the Plough Tavern in Pennsylvania.
Against which operative?
General Gates, head of the British Army.
Very nice. Good job. Is there any question in here that you cannot answer? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Just try me.
You think Jen and Bryant are sleeping together?
I think that's none of our business.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But what do you really think?
I think that we should stop thinking about Brian and Jennifer and get back to me passing U.S. history.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I'll play Regis and I'll quiz you on your English.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Hey, what? What has Emily Dickinson got you all quiet all of a sudden?
Not exactly.
Ta-da! Matthew did meet a woman here.
Two Guinness and a
Cosmopolitan.
Just, and that's your proof that the butler met a babe. Are you kidding me? Maybe he ordered this for himself. Maybe he thought it went with his ascot.
A Cosmo is pink and sweet. Jake, would you drink it?
Not on your life.
My point exactly. So Matthew met a lady here. He bought her a drink. He left with her. Who is she?
Do you know something? I would not get in the way of a woman who could solve a crime with a pink drink. You tell me.
I don't know. She could have been an out-of-town guest.
All right. All right, let's try a different approach. How did he get here?
A car.
Doesn't own one.
A taxi. And you know what that means? Another receipt.
Why don't we get right on that first thing in the morning? We'll call the cab companies first thing tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Jake. We can't stop now.
Yes, there it is. Stropharia, rare exotic fungus from Africa. The shaman in certain tribes use it. Has to be pulverized, dried, mixed with water or fruit juice.
And when somebody drinks it up?
Periods of incoherence, paranoia, and complete forgetfulness.
Sounds like a weekend in Vegas. How long does it last?
A few minutes to a few hours. It's not dangerous. The shaman use it to, you know, speak to their gods.
Now, Lucinda's had a stroke. Would this be serious for someone with her medical history?
Nah. It might mimic the symptoms of a second stroke. Why don't we just give Ruby some to put in Lucinda's OJ and see what happens?
Transient episodes, occurring just often enough to plant the seeds of doubt about Lucinda's competence. There would be rumblings about a new CEO, a crack in the door, and I could be head of Worldwide.
You've lost me again. I've got to get this straight. So, I provide the drug and prepare it.
Yes?
Ruby stays in Lucinda's house and doctors the OJ.
Yes.
And you get control of a multi-million-dollar enterprise.
Yes.
Now, what exactly is in this for Ruby and myself?
Money! Money. You will receive a generous payoff from Worldwide in either stock or cash, whichever you prefer, and then you and Ruby disappear from Oakdale. Hmm?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Now, you say this fungus is rare?
Yes, incredibly.
I was afraid of that. Do you know where we could get some?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Hi, I'm here to tell you about 3 fresh ideas to clean and deodorize from Arm & Hammer baking soda. 1. The Blue Fridge Freezer Pack exposes twice the baking soda to keep your food tasting fresher. Put one in your fridge and one in your freezer. 2. My shaker. Look, it gets dirty pots and pans much cleaner than dishwashing liquid alone. 3. A half cup of Arm & Hammer baking soda helps liquid detergent clean clothes better. See? Freshens too. Arm & Hammer for a fresher, cleaner home.
With 2 teenagers, your house is more than just a home.
Hey, Mom, we're starving.
It's a 24-hour diner. Good thing I've got this.
New Chef Boyardee Big Beefaroni. Oversized pasta with 50% more beef for bigger kids with bigger appetites. Big Beefaroni from Chef Boyardee.
See, look, buy one, get one half off. Oh, I love those. And I'll grab that pair for half price. Wow, those are cute. And this for half off. Let's be the first ones here.
The summer buy one, get one half off sale. Hurry in to save on the latest fashions. Doesn't it feel good?
You know, if it weren't for my wife's arthritis, she wouldn't be here today. She's always depended on extra strength Bayer for arthritis pain. Nothing worked better.
When Mom had a heart attack, she knew to take original strength Bayer, like the doctor said.
Bayer not only took care of my mom's arthritis pain, aspirin actually helped save her life.
Knowing all that Bayer can do, why would anyone choose another pain reliever?
Bayer, take it for pain, take it for life.
Reach for what you've never been able to get before. The soap and water fresh, clean feeling of new Lever 2000 wipes. Thick, soft, and alcohol-free gentle. New Lever 2000 wipes with vitamin E. Like nothing you or your 2000 parts have ever felt before.
Nature replenishes herself 4 times a year. We recommend 6, because the fresher your Brita filter, the cleaner your water. Brita water, tap water transformed.
Get your kicks while you can, because there are only 2 new episodes of Walker left until the series finale. CBS Saturday.
I'm in a lot of trouble.
Walker has faced some impossible situations.
Ranger Walker! You're a dead man!
But this time...
Freeze! You're trapped!
There's no way out. Don't miss the Walker you never thought you'd see. Followed by a second all-new episode. Then, a clue on a stolen bracelet could solve a 5-year-old murder.
Last time I saw this, it was on my daughter's wrist.
An all-new District, CBS Saturday.
Tonight at 11 on CBS 2 News. After Tribal Council and the Survivor season finale, our live team coverage begins. This is the place to be for exclusive access to television's hottest show. Don't miss a minute of the party. Tonight at 11 on CBS 2 News, your Survivor station.
Take advantage of exceptional values and savings from Stater Brothers this week. Stock up on 7 tasty varieties of Doritos tortilla chips. Now get 2 bags for $3. 3 pounds of whole large cantaloupe is a sweet buy at 99 cents. California-grown Foster Farms or Zaki Farms whole chicken is value priced at just 55 cents a pound. And your favorite varieties of RC are only 99 cents for the 6-pack. Stater Brothers, the low price leader in your hometown.
Style is creating your own look. It's being yourself. Style is being confident in who you are. Call Bally Total Fitness now and start feeling confident about the way you look. Join today for just $5 to start. Plus, get a gift certificate for 6 months free. We've got exciting new classes, innovative equipment, and friendly, motivating instructors. Everything you need to feel great. Start creating your own look. Call Bally at 1-800-FITNESS. It's just $5 to start, plus get 6 months free.
Ryan O'Neill's Cancer and Plastic Surgery Confessions. Next ET.
The biggest night of television is coming. Don't miss the Survivor finale. CBS tonight.
Look, you know what? There's no reason to get all compulsive. I'm telling you, the cab companies will have the receipts tomorrow.
But we're on a roll today. One trip to a bar and we found out where Matthew was last seen, how he got there, and that he wasn't alone. We gotta keep going.
Oh, I am trying, but I'm working alone here.
What did we leave out?
Our apartment.
Matthew was never in our apartment.
Look, The last couple of weeks, we've been tripping over toddlers and teenagers. And don't get me wrong, they've been a great couple of weeks. But right now, everybody's out. Okay, and there's a big empty apartment with a great big bed. So I say that we look for Matthew tomorrow. And I know the guy. He's a great guy. He would understand.
But what about momentum, Jake? Momentum is crucial. What if there are more clues out there? If we let the energy slide, we'll miss them.
Great big clue right here. Oh. You're beautiful.
I just can't stop thinking about Matthew.
All right. That's it. Gotta pull out the big gun.
What?
Big gun. Yeah.
Has something happened to Lily?
Oh, I didn't mean to set off alarms here,
Well,
Holden.
then what is it? Is she all right?
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
I can't look at it if you don't tell me what it is.
See, all I'm saying is that sometimes it's very hard to shut the door on a relationship that you have with somebody. To just forget what you shared between two people.
Does this have something to do with this errand that she is on?
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Rose, if you know something about Lily, you have to tell me what it is. Listen, I am very glad that she has confided in you. I have seen how she's starting to trust you. And I'm hoping that one day, maybe you'll wind up being something to her that she's never had before. A best friend, someone that she can count on, to be straight with her, even blunt.
Oh, that's me. Blunt as a butter knife.
Look, good things are happening for you two, and I don't want to get in the middle of anything here, but if you know something about her...
No. No. Lily's fine.
So was all that stuff you said about the past, staying in the past.
We fight, you know? Lily and I fight sometimes, and sometimes it's hard to forget the past and what happened.
So you're saying that you and Lily had a fight, and that's the reason she left you?
I was driving her crazy with the party details, you know? Don't say anything to her, okay? We're gonna kiss and make up, and everything's gonna be just fine. I promise. Hey, get that sour look off your face. You look like Brimpy Razio, the leading mortician in Hoboken. You really mean that? You really think that Lily and I could be close? Even after everything that I did to her?
Yeah, I do. You're one of the best things that ever happened to her.
No kidding, Holden Smith?
No kidding, Rose D'Angelo.
Oh.
And if you ask me...
Oh, I'm asking. Come on.
I think that she's starting to respect you.
It's a good thing I didn't blow it. I mean, that's nice. Really nice. Come on, Simon, we're alone now. When I asked you to tell me the truth before that woman was there,
Ruby?
and I didn't know if you were lying for her benefit, I don't care. But I need to know the truth now. What happened between us? Was any of it real?
You've already convinced yourself that it wasn't real, all right? So why are you even here? Go home. Go on. Why don't you just go home to your good old, honest, law-abiding husband?
Because I have to know the truth. I stood here a few months ago telling you that I was going to leave him for you.
Oh, come on. That was your choice.
But what was it based on, Simon?
Oh, come on. Weren't you just listening? The only thing that mattered to me was that diamond.
What about the island? It didn't feel like you were conning me then. It felt like you were doing anything you could to help us survive. Was that just a game?
Oh, please,
For you.
listen, I do not owe you any explanations whatsoever.
Is that how you see it now? Everything that we went through, it meant nothing.
Believe what you want. All right? Believe whatever you want, that I used you, that I loved you, whatever. Because at the end of the day, you went back to your husband, so why do you even care?
I'm trying to rebuild my life. I do not want to make the same mistakes again.
At least you have a life to rebuild. What? What, it never occurred to you that maybe I have some questions as well? I thought that you were going to stay with me forever. So you tell me, Lily, who's the bigger liar?
I meant it at the time. Maybe I shouldn't have asked you here. I didn't even think that you would even care.
You didn't think that it was matter that I was stuck here, married to a woman that I don't even love. But I loved you. I just didn't think you'd force me to say it again to make yourself feel better.
I'm sorry. Do you need anything?
Oh. What, money? No. I used to want that from you until I got to know you. That was the last thing on my mind. Besides, I'm working for Craig Montgomery now.
I heard that. Can you do me a favor for everything that we meant to each other?
Yeah, sure.
Promise me you won't hurt my mother.
A woman's body is about 70% water, yet it's natural to occasionally experience personal dryness. KY Liquid is water-based, non-sticky. It's from the #1 doctor-recommended brand, KY Liquid.
I've always been a fighter, and I don't like to lose. So when I found out I could lose up to 25% of my bone due to menopause, you bet I was gonna fight back. I had a strong ally who prescribed Actonel, our weapon. Actonel can reverse bone loss and helps your bones become more fracture resistant. Only Actonel is proven to reduce spinal fractures in the very first year.
Actonel is a non-hormonal prescription medicine for postmenopausal women at risk for osteoporosis. You should not take Actonel if you have low blood calcium, severe kidney disease, or cannot sit or stand for 30 minutes. Follow dosing instructions carefully. Stop taking Actonel and tell your doctor if you experience difficult or painful swallowing, chest pain, or severe continuing heartburn, as these may be signs of serious upper digestive problems. Find out if you're at risk for osteoporosis. Then ask your doctor if Actonel is right for you.
By this time next year, you can have more fracture-resistant bones. Act now with Actonel.
Ask your doctor about Nasonex with moisturizing glycerin, taken once a day for nasal allergy relief due to pollens, molds, dust, and pets, day or night. Sleep on it. Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Nasonex. Fewer sneezes, fewer worries.
Boston Market frozen meals on how to eat like a bird. A 6'9" bird. All your favorites like oven-roasted chicken and creamy mashed potatoes. It's a slam dunk. Take time out with Boston Market frozen meals.
Finally, you have a choice for fiber. Clinically proven to be as effective as Metamucil. Now there's chewable Fiber Choice. Just 2 tablets a day. With no spoon, no powder, no water, no glass. Call now for your free sample. Fiber Choice. Now there's a real choice.
CBS Sunday, when an angel falls, she's tempted by the devil.
You turned your back on God.
Valerie Bertinelli and Mandy Patinkin guests all knew Touched by an Angel. Then, Diane and Mark had a special child, but the responsibility was too much for him.
I can't deal with this.
Now, after 6 years, a twist of fate has brought him back.
Where were you?
From Hallmark Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't trade 1 minute we've had together.
Follow the stars home, CBS Sunday.
You know what? I think I'm good on 20th century lit. I don't need to be quizzed.
I don't think that's fair because you got to grill me on my Revolutionary War.
Trust me.
Adam, what's this? Is this a cheat sheet?
No, it's private actually. Can I please?
Is this a poem?
No, it's just something that I was scribbling down in class one day. I was bored. It's nothing. At night, I sleep with her memory. Rumpled sheets make hills and mountains. And somewhere between them, Abigail lies. Whispers and promises, rushing away from my wandering soul.
Adam, we need to talk about this.
Nope. There's nothing to talk about. I mean, I just need to get to the library.
Don't go. I didn't know that you felt this, that you had feelings of this.
These aren't feelings. Okay? They're just words. They don't mean anything. All right, just forget it. The whole thing is that they didn't mean anything.
Adam, you can go if you want to, but eventually we're gonna have to talk about this at some point.
Why?
Well, because I'm afraid that the way we feel about each other may be a little out of sync.
Forget it, all right? Just pretend this never happened. No, the whole thing's history, all right? Just forget it.
Adam. I don't know what you're doing for Craig. But please promise me you won't hurt my mother.
No, I'm not a man who makes promises. Not anymore. And why I would want to keep Lucinda out of anyone's line of fire, I don't know.
No, she did not convince me to go back to Holden. That was my decision. Mine alone. If you want to be angry with anybody, be angry with me, but please, please don't let Craig use you to hurt my mother. Please, Simon.
All right. I won't be a part of anything that involves Lucinda. I promise.
So what will you do now?
I don't know, Craig will think of something for me to do. I'll just keep working for him till I make enough money to leave the country.
I hope everything works out for you.
Over. Oh, it's really over for both of them. He's free.
Is your asthma really under control?
Yes, but I still get short of breath.
And you wake up at night wheezing and coughing.
I just use my fast-acting inhaler.
But you use it almost every day.
Is that what you call control? Ask your doctor if Flovent is right for you. Prescription Flovent twice a day helps control the inflammation that can cause everyday asthma symptoms. Even helps improve lung function. Flovent won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden attacks. People switching from an oral steroid like prednisone to Flovent, an inhaled steroid, need to be especially careful. While adjusting to the switch, your body is not as able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Now this is asthma control. You can catch 1, catch 2, catch 3 or 4. But with Huggies Supreme Diapers, you could catch even more. Only Huggies have the leak lock system that pulls wetness away from baby's skin and locks it in place to help stop leaks.
So for leakage protection, anytime, anywhere, choose Huggies Supreme, the ultimate in care.
Sis, I snooped in your medicine cabinet. So? You switched to X-Lax.
Yeah, Correctol works with an artificial chemical. X-Lax works with natural senna.
Very effectively, too.
You tried it.
Today's gentle X-Lax with natural vegetable senna. 4 out of 5 users agree. It's dependable overnight.
X-Lax, what a find.
What a snoop.
Today's X-Lax, good morning, guaranteed. And for stimulant-free relief, try new X-Lax Milk of Magnesia.
Are you a veteran of the allergy wars? Do your eyes get itchy, red, and watery? Finally, relief is in sight. There's Attonel for fast, long-lasting relief. Prescribed by doctors more than any other eye allergy medicine. Some people may experience a headache, burning, or stinging. You can use Attonel 10 minutes before putting in contact lenses. Ask your doctor about Attonel. Your battle is over. Relief is in sight.
My doctor says I'm healthier than he is.
Tylenol arthritis pain. As effective as the most prescribed arthritis pain medicine, but much gentler to your stomach.
When I swim, I'm free.
CBS Tonight, the biggest night of television is here. All of America will be watching the Survivor season finale. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Find out on the 2-hour finale and live reunion show CBS Tonight.
I will survive. What? Keep on surviving.
You better not be thinking about Matthew.
I'm so sorry. Haha. Where were you on the night of April 24th?
I was making love to my future wife.
Can you prove it? Just as I suspected, so we are going to have to stage a reenactment.
Yeah. Okay, I think first I started by, rolling her over. Then I believe I started kissing her shoulder. And I went to her neck. And then I kissed the most beautiful lips in the world.
I just thought of something. No, listen to me. What if the mystery lady drove Matthew someplace, like to the airport? It's really nice for you to say all those things about respect and everything, but I don't know if Lily and I could be friends.
Oh, she might surprise you, Rose.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about me. I never had many friends, best or otherwise.
No. Come on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dance is very competitive. I mean, I didn't know. I figured the rest of life, you're always competing with everybody. Every girl that I see, I'm fighting for a guy, a job, a cannoli.
What about Mitzi?
Mitzi? Yeah. Yeah. All right, Mitzi, but when it came time for sayonara, I just said goodbye. I mean, I didn't even write to her and tell her how everything worked out.
Well, then maybe you need Lily as much as she needs you. Just give it time, Rose. Just give it time.
I'm back. Hi. I was just telling Holden about that dumb errand that you had to run. Everything go okay? Absolutely. Then I better head out. Luke is doing homework and Faith is sleeping. They were great. Thanks for watching them, and thank you for our talk. It really helped. I cleared a lot of things up. Good. Who knew I could be right? Kiss the kids for me, all right? I should have called you to let you know Rose was here.
No, that's okay. In fact, it was good because we had a chance to talk about keeping the past in the past. And, it's not always easy, but I'm doing okay with it. How about you?
Great. Good getting better all the time.
You want to see me?
Yeah, I was just visiting our friend Gabriel, the traveling con artist.
He's not my friend.
He has his uses.
He's just a too-big grifter, nothing more.
Actually, in fact, he is something of an enthusiast in certain scientific pursuits. We were concocting some ideas for Lucinda, but more on that later. Right now, I need you to go get those photographs at Lucinda's house. Ruby's...
Sorry, I can't do it.
Can't do what?
Get into Lucinda's house and take the photos.
Why not?
I just can't.
Lily?
I will do anything else you want me to do.
What I need is those photographs.
Then you are fresh out of luck, mate.
You're telling me you're not going to do it?
That is exactly what I'm telling you.
Then I suppose I'll do it myself. But you better hope you don't live to regret it.
Did you know nearly 40% of women in their 60s...
11 on CBS 2 News.